So hi, today the main topic is the operating system scheduling. Um, to understand those kind of operating system scheduling, you have to understand like what is the process thing, and what's the program. Basically operating system, you have to know that the operating system is basically the developer made it. We are engineers and we can make anything with the code, but the important thing is that the how did it made it. So if you look at the computer architecture of like x86, and you understand that there's no some kind of concurrency of it. And without operating system, you write some kind of assembly code based on the computer architecture, which is also called the instruction set architecture, ISA. And based on that, you make some kind of instruction. You write some kind of instruction that tells the computer you should do something like that, and the computer can only execute the instruction by one time. And this bunch of instructions, the collection of instructions can become a program. Our program, when we compile it, is gonna be some kind of the bunch of instructions that we have to execute it by the CPU, and the running state of this kind of program is called a process. And now if you look at my computer right now, so like laptop right now, even this kind of state is also process, so that you can see my screen. So, and the scheduling and the operating scheduling is that there's a lot of process, and how do we manage the process? And there are a lot of things. Example, the popular one is FCFS, which is called first come first serve. Without thinking of the side of the process, you make a queue and you put the process based on the how the fast it comes to the queue of it. So just the queue. FCFS is kind of simple, but the problem is that if the short process is being executed, it's okay. But if the long process, what I mean long process is that it has long burst time. Yeah, long burst time. So the burst time means that the time of the process has to be done, and this burst time is long. The process next to the long process, and it has to be waited, and this could lead some kind of starvation. So to solve this issue, we can just think about like some kind of sorted job first, and there's a round robin. So FCFS is basically there's no priority. We assume that all of things have same priority, but the round robin is basically doing the similar thing to the FCFS, but it calculates it. The main problem of FCFS was it could lead the process into starvation. The round robin, what it does is it slices of the process, and it makes some kind of chunk into some kind of small chunk of process based on the time. So that's called the time sharing. And based on that, so the problem of the starvation is already gone. So because this task is already they're same. The bus time is same, so you don't have to think about starvation. But another issue is, but what if it is real time? What if it requires the socket? Or example, when you're trying to buy some stock on your application, the concurrency and the priority has to be consistent. But the round robin is basically doing time slicing, and it makes sure that all of the process doing the same time, almost have the same bus time. And equally some kind of issue of when there's like the concurrence, like the real time system issue. So the alternative, this is MLFQ, which is multi-level not FQ, MLQ, multi-level queue. Multi-level queue is kind of priority. It's just like the queue that uses priority. The first part, the highest priority is also called as a system process. And next is interaction. It was like interaction. Wait a minute. Interactive. I think interactive process. And interactive editing process. And bust process. And student process. So I'm just gonna try to find this is correct or not. Yeah, interactive process is right, and interactive editing process is right, and it's not bust, it's batch. And batch process is not. So the higher priority is on the system. So system has most of the high priority, and the student process has less priority. And based on the priority, it is doing. Oh yeah. So based on priority, the process has to be done. When the system process is being some kind of like, if there's like new process, but if it's like for the system process, it goes to first. But if it's like batch process, it has to wait till this other process has to be done. But also the problem is that this queue in the batch process queue, it cannot go to somewhere. So the basically MLQ, multi-level queue, is I'm just gonna level out, like I'm just gonna let these thing guys the order of the priority based on the characteristic of the process, and also I'm just gonna assign the priority of it. So we have to do you have to wait till other things has to be done. So student process is the last, and batch is the one who doing the background. So if it's one who doing the background, it doesn't really need some kind of efficient scheduling, because it doesn't require some kind of fast algorithm. So for the batch, it uses FCFS. Student use also FCFS. The system process, it doesn't use round robin or FCFS. I think it uses modern and complex scheduling algorithm. Interactive process uses the round robin, because if it's like interactive, it has to be instant. So it has to be time sliced, and it has to be make sure that this process have same amount of time time for the execution. So interactive, they put round robin. So this is kind of multi-level queue is, but the problem it also has been remain because the starvation is still there. The alternative of multi-level queue or the advance of multi-level queue is MLFQ, which is multi-level feedback queue. Multi-level feedback queue. So what is multi-level feedback queue is? It just makes some kind of priority 1, 2, 3. And the first time it used round robin, and second it also used round robin on the second, but it used FCFS on the last. Based on if there's like a bunch of process, there should be some kind of burst time for that process. It's not burst, it's burst. Yeah, sorry, it's burst time. But based on this kind of burst time, round robin decides which one has to be done. So yeah, round robin is when based on the burst time it slices the process, and when we doing some time slicing based on that, and the next burst time the process goes to the round robin. Next round robin, the queue of it, and after that it goes to FCFS. So it's very simple. But I think there's more of it. I'm sorry. I'm currently studying about like the round robin scheduling thing, MLFQ. So I'm not very good of it. I think this is it. But I think. And there myself. So to recap, so there's like multi-level queue. Multi-level queue is it just labeling all of the like queue, the process queue, based on the characteristic, but you also assign the priority. And MLF queue is kind of like advanced algorithm of the multi-level, because the multi-level, the problem of the multi-level is that the latest, like most small priority process cannot go to other process, so it has to be waited. So it can lead the starvation problem, and also next MLFQ is the one who is trying to solve this kind of issue. It just makes some kind of like first priority is use round robin, and second priority use round robin or so, but last priority use FCFS. And based on the bus time, it schedules in the and when it's done, it goes to the round robin, next round robin priority, and after that it goes to the next FCFS. So the process can go to the other queue of it, round robin queue, FCFS queue. It's kind of flexible than multi-level queue. So this is it. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.